Welcome to Bus Ride Modern World History.
Basement Edition.
Hi everybody, Mr. Eiserud here. I just want to take a few minutes to kind of fill everybody in on some updates and kind of where we're going from here for the rest of the school year. I hope all of you have been staying healthy, that you're staying busy as well. I know that I sure have. I've been judging dance shows. Been making lots of bread. And again, reading some books. Reffing imaginary floor hockey games. Grading term papers. Working out in the garden. And starting seeds in the garage. And most importantly, working on my hoops game, because it needs lots and lots of work. I'm sure most of you have seen by now that the governor has extended the statewide school closure by another 2 weeks. Many of us, from a planning perspective, though, anticipate this dragging on for much longer than that. So along those lines, the district has made the decision that starting on this Monday, March 30th, we're going to resume some level of remote learning and online instruction. Now, what that means for you and what that means for this course is that each week I'll be posting basically kind of like a week's worth of work. The school or the district has basically said that they want us to plan as if we have class every other day. I'm going to try to limit kind of my daily allowances of teaching to probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 minutes. So overall, you're probably looking at about between 45 to 60 minutes of work for this course per week. Now, of course, I have stuff already made. For example, I have some pre-existing podcasts that I've made previously. I'm just going to go ahead and use those. I have a number of electronic documents and things. I have some videos saved that we can use. But I'm going to also try to create some web-based materials to kind of plug some of the holes where maybe I don't have resources. And of course, things like Khan Academy, YouTube, anywhere at all that I can find resources that I think are going to help convey the main concepts of this course, I'm going to use them. Now, some things that are going to change is that I do ask that everything that you work on assignment-wise, so if I ask you to write a response, that you always do it in Google Docs, that you upload it. That allows me to then give you some feedback and grade that electronically in Google Classroom. I also ask that if you have any questions at all, any questions about content, any questions about expectations, or you don't understand something with an assignment, that you post those questions through Google Classroom through a private message in the assignment. And why I ask that is because those do pop up on my iPad. So oftentimes I just leave my iPad out on the counter, and as I'm kind of walking around throughout the day, I'll see your questions, and I can respond to you then as promptly as humanly possible. Finally, in terms of the way that we've ran class in the past, I don't anticipate using any kind of large unit exams from here on out. I'm sure I'll kind of intersperse a lot of smaller quiz type Google forms, but I think our old approach of larger unit exams, big essay responses, I just don't see that translating overly well to this new medium of learning. So again, each week I'll try to post materials for the upcoming week that weekend. I then ask that you just kind of self-pace and that you try to finish those up by the next weekend, at which time I'll grade and then I'll post new stuff. Okay, so again, I hope everybody's doing great. I miss you guys. I was saying to my wife the other day, well, why does this have to happen in a year where I have such a great group of students? Why couldn't this have happened to one of those years where I got 3 class periods worth of JAG-offs or something? But thus is the hand that fate has dealt us. So I hope everybody's well. Again, I hope everybody's staying busy. And I'll do my best to make sure that there's no gaps in your learning as we kind of continue on this journey over the next few weeks. All right, wish you guys all the best.